We can see the one-way refs are back,
Mm-hmm.
right? Justin Millen says, seriously, if you shut down Kaprizov, God, I can't.
Kaprizov.
Minnesota is straight trash. He is the only one doing anything. We shut him down game one and nothing to show for themselves. Here's negative Mr. Hossman.
Well, both goals were on bad Pareko plays. So, I
agree.
mean, today, yeah, I'll agree with
I don't.
Horseman. Today I do. Not all the time. He's having a bad game. However, this is why I was very apprehensive about what you said about, oh, it's okay if we take a penalty. This is what I was talking about.
Say again?
We're back. I have to go do something real quick.
Okay, no problem. Uh-oh.
That's going a little far, Jeff. We're not going to be able to show that.
Yeah.
He's not having a good game. I will agree with that.
He is no, okay.
That's
that
going
I disagree
way too
with.
far.
Yeah. I'm not going to go there. Look, Jeff, Jeff, I love you, man. Sports Freak, welcome back, my friend. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to figure out a way to take care of you. Trust me. Bad period by Pareko. I don't see how everyone thinks that everything Pareko does is bad. I don't see it. Right? I don't know. That goal, Pareko flipped it out of the zone and not play it with it on the PK. I don't know. I'll watch a little bit more. Maybe I'll watch that a little bit more.
They're both on him, but there's still time for him to
Actually, no. The second goal is on. I'm putting that on Bennington.
I'm not. It was a misplay by Pareko again. He was manhandled by Kaprizov.
I'm not the surface guy. I'm the under the surface guy. You guys are all on the surface. Oh, I agree with that. I do think he wants to win, and he's not the only one. I will give Minnesota I'll give Minnesota this huge credit. They are shutting down the Russian line. Mm-hmm. Right? The Russian line can't get anything going, and I'm not sure why, but I wish they would. And overall, the penalty kill's been great. The last, two, they've gotten it, and that sucks. But I'm hoping that we'll see something better as we go through. The refs are calling one way, that's for sure, right? They gave a soft one to and here's the other thing that nobody brought up: puck off the ref. This is exactly why I think the rule needs to change, right? Mm-hmm. First player that touches it after the puck touches the ref cannot score, because almost twice, two separate goals there, right?
Obviously, they're not shutting down the O'Reilly-Perron line.
No, yeah, I would say that. I would say I'm not sure who that is. Let's see if I can look real quick, figure out who that is, and then we'll go from there. Sometimes you may, when you do it, when you watch the show from the Blues Fan Clan, you actually have, each time I go, you have to re-click on that, right? You have to re-click on that. That's Jose Figueres. Okay. That's Jose, and then Erickson Krieger, right? Okay. We got to have one of those second periods we had during the regular season. I agree with that. Right? I do agree with that. The first goal didn't bother me. The second one did. Right? This is the first time in this series that a team has come back. Right? First time. Blame the ref. Good grief. Oh, Wendy. Wendy. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm my head's going like 9 different miles right there. Hey, bud. How you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Doing good. Good game.
I would have thought that it to be, for the first 10 minutes you wouldn't have been happy, but the last 10 you would be.
Oh yeah, they turned it up for sure. You could tell that power play goal is all the Wild needed.
It helped. It helped.
Put the crowd into it,
If we don't score on our next power play, we're in trouble. And yes, Guy, that ref went and apologized to Benny after that. I think I really do. It happened on both sides. If it touches the ref, the next player can't score. Make them pass. That gives the goalie a chance. It still makes the ref part of the game, but it's not taking something away from the goalie. I feel on that second one, he had he left way too much on the left-hand side.
Sorry, but I'm with Alex on this one.
Right? Where's Lance when you need him? I thought he did.
I agree with me too.
Power play gets going, you'll are in trouble. That's the difference. Both power plays. First of all, Minnesota's power play hasn't been going all year long, and coming into this game, you were 11%. You have 4 power play goals in 5 games.
Oh no, that's terrible. You guys' PK is very, very good, but our actual power play has been atrocious. It's been super hot, super cold, and I think it ended up being like 18th or 19th or something throughout the entire year. So it's pretty middle of the pack ish. But our penalty kill is what's been terrible throughout it has been absolutely atrocious for the last 2 months. I don't know what the deal is with that, but let's just not take any more penalties. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the refs are – well, first of all, the penalty on Barbashev, it was weak, but it was a good penalty. I'm sorry. It was a good penalty. The one on Thomas was weak. Was weaker than the other one.
And I got here during the first power play. So that's why we scored, of course. It's only because I'm watching the game. That's how it goes.
Yeah. I told you you're not allowed to watch the game today.
Yeah. I told you to go on a beer run.
Beer run, yeah. She even sang to you.
I did.
I can't drink. Come on, I'm too young to drink. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you could have went on a root beer run.
Beer run. I see.
Oh, you could have gone on a Taco Bell run.
Those are good too.
Taco Bell is like an hour away. I live in the middle of a small town nowhere. It's like an hour from me.
Well, what fast food places do you have, bud?
We do have a Dairy Queen and McDonald's and a Subway. Those are the 3 that
then
we
go to a DQ run.
Yeah,
I don't condone the McDonald's run.
Wendy, I get the refs are in play, but because I just feel like, first of all, you've seen too many times where a puck hits the ref and goes in the net, and that's called not called a goal because that's directly off the ref. Well, when it hits the ref and goes to a player and he puts it directly in the net, that's directly off the net, off the ref too, right? Yeah. Why does one count and the other doesn't?
Well, and when you're a player, you got to just and this is, I know you may think this comes easy because we didn't have a goal like that scored on us yet, but when you just, as a player, you just got to put that behind you. You just got to play the game. You just got to put that away in your mind because, if you start getting mad at the refs, then you're going to get mad at the game. You're going to get mad at yourself and you're going to make stupid mistakes. So if I'm the Blues.
Right now, everyone's doing exactly what they're supposed to do in this game. Minnesota came back. I didn't think they would. I'm glad they did. It's going to make for a good game. Second period now is very, very, very telling, right? In the past, games where Minnesota was up, they came out in the second very hard. In the past, where St. Louis was up, they came out in the second hard. So right now, it's how Minnesota is going to come out. St. Louis needs a little bit of a reset here. Let's look at the stats here real quick as I get to the event log. Give me just a quick moment. Okay, St. Louis, they had 9 shots, led by Vladimir Tarasenko with 2. They had 8 that were blocked and 3 that missed the net. St. Louis only had 2 hits. They had 2 giveaways and 2 takeaways. Faceoffs were evened up at 10 apiece. Minnesota took 12 shots, had 5 blocked, had 7 missed the net, had 10 hits. So now this is the point where I think St. Louis needs to be a little more physical, to be honest. Minnesota had 4 giveaways, 2 takeaways, and we talked about faceoffs.
If you're St. Louis, you have to after that. Those last couple physical periods. I mean, I don't know if you want to try it. I don't know if you want to go too hard because you don't want to be taking penalties. But after a physical response to what Minnesota just did, you gotta respond with something like that because you don't want to be ran off the ice there.
I told you he'd agree with me.
Chief gonna light a fire and I don't think. I'm not gonna go there. I love when people throw Chief in there. Not Bennington's fault. Those guys had clear, uncontested shots on goal. Okay, fair enough. I felt he left way too much post available because that wasn't wide. That was in here. That was in the area that you're supposed to never give them. That's where he got that goal.
Well, and in this, I mean, I'm not trying to milk with the Wild either. I'm being completely. That was a great shot by Kaprizov. Backhand, forehand. Who would expect a player to do that. You'd expect the person to go far side 99% of the time,
Yeah, well, I mean, he did what he had to do, and he's it's a good game. It's a tight game. I'm hoping that
I think it's going to be tight till the end as well.
Yeah, we knew it was going 6. We said right away it was going 6, right?
It's going to go 6 or 7 for sure.
Yeah, oh, don't run away there, Lance. We don't want you to run away. We want you back for the second or for the post game. I know that, bro. I meant that he could move in there and at least look concerned. I'm not sure that. You blame Benny, but stand up for Marshmallow 55. I don't understand you. I'm gonna watch him better. I don't think he makes the mistakes everybody thinks he has. I watch him pinch in. I watch him get some pucks. Offensively, I thought he was good. Maybe I missed something. Fagliano can run into an oncoming traffic cone. Oncoming traffic.
Come on. If you had him on your team, you'd love him. Be honest. Oh, yeah, you would. You're lying to yourself, actually. Don't even pretend.
Nope. I'm not a huge fan of Foligno. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not a Eriksson Ek, man, that guy, wow, what an Energizer bunny he is.
Now that's someone I would like to have.
Right.
The Foligno is exactly like that, though. That's the kind of thing he
scored
greasy goals. He's a good old greasy goaler.
I don't want Foligno, but I'd take Eriksson Ek.
And man, is O'Reilly one tough SOB. I mean,
yes, he is.
Hold on. Sports Freak, don't attack anybody and don't bring that stuff up, please. And don't take this wrong. I do it. Wendy is a friend of mine, and I just don't want to see stuff like that, man. We don't need to go there, bud. Sorry. And I'm not going to show the comment.
No, I'm not putting it up.
Yeah. Wrong, Ian. I'd become a Blackhawks fan. 55 needs to use his size and get physical. Now that I would like to see him use his size a little bit more. I will say that.
Well, they're one of the heaviest teams in the league, aren't they? I believe in terms of weight, they're on. I don't know if they're the tallest, but I believe in weight they're they're pretty high up there, far into
the Blues.
Yeah, the Blues.
I think so. I think they're up there. And if your boy gets a hat trick, he might get checked through the glass.
Yeah, well, you don't want that happening because
I don't know if he's going to get a hat trick. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know if he'll get a hat trick or not. I know he's had some open ice that I wish he didn't have. The Blues pounding the kill was not as good as it should have been.
Which was cursed by you saying, "Oh, we just need to take a penalty and show off on the penalty kill."
Oh, well, blame me. Everyone else does. It's going to come down, good amount of shots. I think that the Blues have a chance to come back in this one and tie this up very early. I think they can get it tied up within the first 10. They cannot give up an early goal.
No.
They cannot give up an early goal. That's important tonight.
The same thing goes for the Wild. You do not want that early tying goal given the Blues momentum because everybody knows how good the Blues are in second periods. They've been doing it all season. Wild aren't bad either, but I believe the Blues are plus 50 something. The Wild are in
they were just a little over 50, just a little over a plus 50 during the regular season.
You don't want to give them that much momentum. If the Wild can come away keeping this game exactly how it is into the third, I'd be much more comfortable with
that. Blackhawk fans are rooting for the Wild because they need your first rounder.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that's.
And then Then they'll give Talbot one game at the end, so it's like 7 wins.
Right. I think the deal is. Well, no, I think the deal is
4
that.
wins.
I can't even say it now. Marc-Andre Fleury had to win 4 games, and you guys had to make it to the third round.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was only win 4 games.
I believe it was actually win 8 games. I could be wrong, but I thought it was 8. But I mean, I could be wrong.
No, yeah, we have to look it up to see what the things are there. What happened to my enthusiasm? We're down 2-1. Right, I was really excited when we won it because the team that scored first had won every game, and no team had come back until Minnesota came back. makes the Western Conference Final and Flower gets the 4 wins.
Okay.
I'd almost have to go with Windy on this.
Yeah, well, Wendy
Right?
seems to know that stuff.
Yeah. Or sustained pressure in our zone in the second. In their zone, not in our zone. I want them out of our zone. Let's be excited as 55 ho hum. Who cares? Attitude. He's excited as. I just don't see it, and I'll have to look. I mean,
he's
I'll
not
admit
having a good game. I mean, I'll agree with Jeff. Jeff's going a little too extreme.
Yeah, well,
but
Jeff's always
Parayko is not
extreme,
having a good. He didn't have a good first period.
right? I love Jeff, but he does get a little
I adore
extreme.
Jeff. He's a little extreme, but I usually agree with Jeff. So
Yeah, no, Jeff gets very extreme. And hey, you're allowed to get. I just don't look. I let you guys say what you want to say. I will put up and not put up, but I do not want nobody attacking somebody else. I do not want that, and I don't want us to bring up, something like that. It just, I please be. 10 beers extreme. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense now.
okay, buddy.
Right, and we do. Ian, welcome, Ian. How you doing? We got to do better in a second. Presov is the only player worth anything on the Wild. Now I like Eriksson Ek out there, and you've got Marc-Andre Fleury. They got a few really good players on there. Thomas Atlo says Thomas hasn't had a good series. I don't know about that. See, when you equate points to how good or bad a player is, you miss so much more, right? Just because a guy doesn't score, that I agree with.
Zuccarello's had a good series as well, but I don't know if it's necessarily showing up on the point side. Same with Hartman.
Yeah.
Like that entire Kaprizov line's had a pretty good series so far.
Yeah.
But if you just looked at the points, you'd be like, oh well.
I don't know. You can, if you take Kaprizov off, it's not an easy series, but it's easier. Eriksson Ek has still been a man on fire.
Well, and the problem is, so far, the Boldy, Fiala, and Goudreau line has been pretty much locked down for the most part. Fiala is starting to get going more, at least on the power play. Those points are nice to see. But if that line, we've played this well so far in the series without that line going basically at all. So, if that line gets going, I think we have a good shot at this.
I'll agree with Wendy on that.
So the game is almost on. I'm ready for the second. I know you guys are. So let's enjoy the game, and we'll see you at the second intermission. Aloha, everyone. See you at the second.